Hello friends. So today we are going to see the 15th session of the video lecture series on learning disability. So we have covered 14 sessions and today is the 15th. So we have almost completed the main areas, the remedial training, how to give, what are the tips and what are the areas where children find it difficult, and we have covered everything. So this video is overall a gist of what are the general points to remember by the parents and the teachers when we are conducting remedial classes. Remedial classes means these kind of specialized teaching training programs to the children with learning disability. Okay, so what are the things that we have to keep it in mind? So I'm just going to tell few points. All these I have repeatedly told in many videos, but just this small video is only to recap, because this is very important. It's not what we teach, how we teach really matters. Everywhere it matters. Okay, so therefore, what is the first thing? The first thing is learning in small steps. So whatever you're going to teach, let it be in small steps. Okay, the teachers, you please don't worry about the completion of the portions and those things. Your focus should be how much the child has understood. So that should be the case. Most of the teachers are very much concerned about completing, filling it, signing it, and completing. We're really not bothered about whether the child is understood. Has he learnt or not? If the learning has not taken place, then please remember teaching also has not taken place. Right? So therefore, learning has to be in small steps, little by little. Okay, so and we'll have to, like in a class, there are about 30 students in a class. The way we teach, the general teaching method can be easily understood by few set of students only, not by the others. But the others will be distracted, or they'll have some problem like learning disability or some other issues like, or any kind of a psychological problems. There will be the attention and the grasping capacity will not be the same for everyone. Definitely no. So what we have to do is that we just cannot stop with that, thinking that, oh, these students have understood enough, the others, it is their fault. Leave it like that. No, this cannot be done in primary school level, definitely. We have to understand we do have got children. If our teachers had done that, our children would be the victims. So we have to see to it that the parents have entrusted them to us, means it is my responsibility to see to it that I teach in different methodology. So better for that, you have to take in smaller steps. So today, only a small item that can be taught in different methods. So the ones who can understand will understand it. And the others who have not understood, the second time when you're telling in a little different way, some of them might catch it. And the third time you're telling the same concept in a little more different way, the other few also might catch it up. So it may be a revision for the others who have already listened and understood also. But still, that particular day, the syllabus and the portion should be so less that that part alone should be given in different ways. So the first point is teaching should be done, or learning should take place in small steps. Number 2, conducting games during teaching. Every teacher or every parent, when you are teaching, please remember one game at least should be there in your class. One game, especially for the primary. I'm telling about the primary kids basically. One game should be there. You have a duration of 30 minutes or a 40 minutes duration or period for you to take the class. You will have to take attendance and you will have to talk to them and you will start the subject. So you have taught them something and conduct some game in between or start with the game itself so that they will feel interested. They will like you. Once they like you, they will like your subject also. Whatever you're telling, they will definitely grasp it. And then you say, if you're not going to learn it or you're not going to listen to it, tomorrow I'm not going to conduct a game. So you have to really bribe them with the game only. So children are children. So they'll be really fascinated with game, not with studies. So start with the game. So minimum one game should be there in your 40-minute duration period class. Keep that in mind. A small game, something or the other. You will have to plan it and come. As you're writing your notes of lesson or the weekly schedule, you will have to also add what game you're going to do it. It can be an outdoor game or it can be an indoor game or whatever it is. You will say that no, the time gets wasted. No, the time is not getting wasted, it is an investment. So please remember that. Okay, the second thing is conducting games. So you have to be good enough in conducting games. You should know a lot of games. And you should have the resources in your classroom for that. And the third point is probes to be given. Probes to be given in the sense when you are teaching something and then you're asking, come on, tell me, what did I teach you? What was it like that? And the child is finding it a little difficult. You immediately don't, say, okay, you do not know. Who else knows? And don't just go to the other person. Because the child who is struggling to tell something will feel very left out, and sense of failure will set in. So what you have to do, you have to just give some probes, like, okay, I'll give you a clue. Probes means clues to help him to tell something or the other. So that when he finishes telling that, great, you've told almost everything, wonderful, then go on to the other person. Most of the teachers, what we do, you ask, okay, you do not know, you did not listen, okay, the other person you tell, oh, you said very well, good. You're creating a lot of inferiority complex in them. So that should not be there. So give them probes in between. Even when they're writing exams also, it's okay. What's harm? Okay? I mean, we're not having a big IAS exam or whatever it is. Small children. So try to give some small hints and clues and help them to answer. Okay? And that is the third point. And the fourth point is give quality feedback to the children. They are children, but still give them quality feedback in the sense you can say, today your performance was, I expected more, but you did well, but still, this area you're perfectly fine, but this area you have to improve. Otherwise, you're good. You're really smart. So when you're giving a feedback, don't tell the positive things. Every child will be having a lot of positive things, will be having strength. So first tell the strength and first tell, today you were good enough. You did not create trouble like yesterday. You were quiet. I like that. But you did not listen that because you were actually sleeping. So that should not be there. Okay, so you have to participate. Okay, so if you participate only, it will be nice. So like that, you tell the positive thing first, and then tell the feedback, give the feedback that which area they have to improve. Tomorrow I should see to it that you are really smart. So sleep well today and come, eat well and come. So tomorrow we are going to have a game. So the child is mentally prepared and also understands that today I was quiet, but I was not interactive, not active. That the teacher doesn't like it. And I like the teacher, so I want to do things that the teacher likes. So that is how you have to really connect with them. So that is the fourth one, give quality feedback. And the fifth one is audio-visual aids. Please use audio-visual aids like flashcards, charts, pictures, diagrams. Draw the diagrams even before when the children comes, or keep diagrams with you. All those things has to be used in between. You have to show them something, ask them what it is, or ask them to draw something, or I mean not just lecturing. Definitely that will not help. Even you can use your mobile phone. You can open your app in your mobile phone and show a picture and ask them, what do you see in this? No problem at all. Ultimately, you're using that mobile phone as a teaching tool, as an aid. So there is nothing harm in it. Okay, so they will also understand that mobile phones can be used for teaching, for learning also, not only for playing, right? So please use audio-visual aids, teachers as well as parents. But this is more specific for the teachers who are conducting remedial classes, and even others who are not conducting remedial classes, but even in your general class, please try to apply all these things. Then you can see that the children with learning disability, even if they are there, they will overcome their problem without much difficulty. By themselves, they will do, because you are in fact incorporating remedial training in your regular training itself, in your regular class itself. That is the best teacher. You need not call out a student separately and say, come separately for the remedial training. I will sit and teach you separately. No need of that. That is not inclusion, that is exclusion. So you have to make the child sit there itself and incorporate remedial mechanisms, training, the specialized fun way of teaching in your regular stream itself, so that these people get benefited, and the ones who have already understood will also get benefited a little more. So this is what you'll have to do, not to keep them separately and give a remedial training. Okay, and sixth point is practice regularly. Okay, today you did it. Tomorrow, do it again. So if you're going to, have a reading session, if you're going, make it a point that this will definitely, the same time, this reading will take place, this writing will take place. Or if you're going to deal with children separately also, Maybe after the school hours, some parents would have told you it would be nice that you can just handle my child for just half an hour or 40 minutes, and that is called a remedial training, and you can do it on your own. So when you're doing that, you can actually say to me, 10 minutes or 15 minutes, you're going to read this. I'll assist you. So every day that should be a practice. So when you are practicing it regularly, reading and writing, if your focus is only to teach them reading and writing, you can just do it on a continuous basis and you can see tremendous improvement. So regularity or that is very important. Practice regularly and preferably at the same time. That will give a much better result. And the seventh point is that if you really want, this is for the parents basically, or even for the teachers, if you really want a child to learn behavior, okay, something like that, like discipline, keep your things properly. This is how you have to keep your things. You'll have to close the pen. You'll have to do this. You'll have to arrange your things. But you have to teach all those things also. No, that is also teaching. So if you want to teach your child how to talk and all those things, you will have to first model the behavior. You will have to do it. Only when you do it that most of the learning takes place by observation, not by teaching, not by the observation. They observe you and they get inspired and they try to imitate it. Children are very good in imitating. So if they are able to see good modeled behavior, good role models in their houses as well as in their schools, then they will try to imitate it. Subconsciously they will try to imitate it, and that will bring in a change in their behavior. Whereas we are only teaching them you'll have to be like that, but they're not able to see a model in me, they're not able to imitate because I'm not showing that behavior, then all our efforts will become really waste because there's no use in it. So ultimately, if you are a teacher, if you are a parent, you want to expect something from the child, see to it you do it. That is very important. Okay, so just 7 points I have just shared, which is very important. If I tell too many points again, as a teacher, as a parent, you also will get confused. So please remember these things when you are offering training, and let it be in a fun-loving way. Let the child be interested in learning. Remember, children with learning disability have problem in learning. So when you are making it burden, when you're making it difficult, they will lose the interest all the more and their problem aggravates. So you'll have to lighten it up and you'll have to say that learning is fun. So therefore they will try to overcome their disability. Definitely it will happen. So this means a lot of sacrifice, a lot of time and energy that you'll have to give. If you're passionate about it, if you really want your children to come out, you'll have to take steps. Parents cannot say that it is the duty of the teachers, let them do it. You have a major role to do. The teacher should not say that parents only spending a lot of time at home, so they'll have to do. How can I manage everyone? He or she is your student. You have a responsibility. See, if both of them take equal responsibility, the child will adapt it and will learn things by itself. Try to see to it, and one final point is that more than what you teach or anything, everywhere motivate, appreciate, give compliment for even the smallest task they have done. It may be a very smallest task, but for that child it is a big task. So appreciate in front of everyone, compliment, and make the child feel recognized so that the next day that motivation will help them to do things again. So motivation, don't criticize, please don't criticize. Try to motivate. Giving quality feedback is not criticism. It should be clubbed along with motivation and recognition and appreciation. So that we should really know. Even if we are frustrated or whatever it is, this part has to go. Should not say that how many times to teach you that. What is it you're doing like this? No. You have to say that you have improved a lot. Still you have to improve a lot. Definitely you can do it better. Fine. And then make it short. All your activities should be small duration only. Don't make it too long. The retention capacity will not be there. So make it short, ask them to go for games or play. Come back again, give an activity, a task, your remedial training, again for just half an hour, enough. Then let them get a small break. Then let them come back so that they will feel refreshed and it will be interesting for them. They will have their focus fully, their concentration will be there. So you should not think that I have to finish off my work with them. No. Give sufficient time, sufficient breaks in between when you are conducting remedial training sessions. Okay, and motivate them, and all this will help them to improve their self-esteem. Touching upon their self-esteem is the most important thing a teacher and a parent should do. Generally, anybody. Okay, if your words or your actions or your behavior is putting them down, then even if they are very intelligent also, they will not perform well. They will become a failure only. Okay, so self-esteem is very important. Make them feel that you are valuable, you are capable. It is possible for you to do. Only thing you have to do it. You are different in many ways. You may not be good in maths, but it is okay. You are good in singing. That's great. So here, whatever areas they are good at, focus on that. That is their strength. Focus on their strengths, their skills. Develop on the skills. You will have to focus on that. Just don't be always focused about what marks he's getting in English or Tamil and maths and everything. But we'll have to see to it that skill set. Improve their skill set. They'll have to learn all this, but then to an extent it is enough. But if they are improving on their skills, suppose they are very good in sports, give your full attention on that. Let them improve on that. Okay, so then they will feel, everybody will appreciate them, motivate them, and they will see that they get prizes and laurels and everything, and their self-esteem will improve. So even if they are a failure in maths, they don't feel bad about it. They'll understand that, okay, I have to work on it. They will not become depressed. So working on the self-esteem is very important, for which you will have to look at the strength and the skill set of every child. Every child is gifted with some skill or the other. It is up to the duty of the parents and the teachers to identify what is the skill that the child has got. Especially if you have to identify the skill, you will have to give them a lot of options. You will have to ask them to get into many things. Then only you will know, oh, the child is good in this, good in that, not bad. So if you are restricting them, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that, you will not be able to understand their skill set. So expose them to all kind of activities. Then you will know which area they are good at. Then give full importance and focus on that, so that their self-esteem and self-confidence will improve, which will definitely have a strong impact in their academic performance. Even if you're not teaching also, they will learn by themselves because their self-esteem is good. So this is really, it works wonders. Please underline, this is very important. I've experimented it and I've done it with my own children and with every other place. So therefore it works. Okay, so parents and teachers, you have got a great role in helping the child with learning disability to overcome their disability. Okay, so I hope this video was useful. Only thing, if you practice it, it will become beneficial. Thank you and God bless.